Hi everyone, this is Ravi, and I wanted to share a very serious concern. The HDFC bank, who is continuously harassing me. I'm being harassed by their incompetent credit card process, which is being exploited by scammers and fraudster. So what happened is some scammer or some fraudster got hands on my PAN and Aadhaar number, and that person is using those details by forging my PAN and Aadhaar using his own photograph, his own details, except my name and date of birth, to apply for these cards and loans. I have no problem with the banks until and unless they are doing proper KYC before fetching my CIBIL report. Because if you are verifying that the person is really he or she who she is claiming to be, that's all right. So if I'm applying for a loan or credit card and I'm proving my identity, like this is Ravi, I can prove it via different methods. For example, banks do video KYC, banks do Aadhaar authentication, where OTP is verified from the customer. It is sent through Aadhaar. That verifies the identity. There are much chances that the person is genuine and that genuine person is applying for the card. That's okay, no problem with that. But what HDFC is doing, or I would rather say HDFC is basically enabling fraudster and anyone. Basically, if you are someone who wants to abuse anyone's PAN, you can do it with the help of HDFC. So HDFC will help you abuse anyone's PAN, like they are enabling the fraudster to abuse my PAN, and they have no repercussion, they have no accountability. I even lodged a complaint with RBI, but they somehow manipulated some facts with RBI, and RBI arbitrarily closed my complaint without any clarification from me or any details from me, like the bank is saying this, we are closing this, do we have any response? Usually RBI asks for it, but this time they did not ask. So if you go to HDFC's website, all you have to do is enter a phone number, and then you can enter a PAN of any person. Yes, it does not matter if that PAN or the PAN must be linked with some Aadhaar card also, right? So it does not matter if the PAN is linked with some Aadhaar and Aadhaar must be linked with some phone number. They do not verify these things. You can enter any phone number. Even there are phone numbers, online phone numbers, where you get text messages for OTP verifications. So you can go to those websites, copy a phone number where you can receive a OTP. Just put that number here, enter anyone's PAN card. You have a fight with someone, you can basically put dents on their CIBIL using this. HDFC will help you. HDFC has created this portal to basically abuse others' PAN and CIBIL. And here's how. I am entering this number. Now this number belongs to someone I know, but it's nowhere related to me. So I've entered this number and I've entered my PAN card just to show you what happens in real time. Now if I go to the next screen, what happens is, so I'll just enter my PAN number and click on get OTP. I'll receive an OTP on this number. Again, this number does not belong to me. It's not or never linked with this PAN or my Aadhaar, which is linked with this PAN number. I'll get an OTP. All I have to do is just enter that OTP and then click on view the best cards. That's all I have to do. And once I do that, it will not show me the cards for which this PAN number or the person whom this PAN belongs to is eligible. Instead, you will get a form, or the fraudster basically who is doing all this, and HDFC is helping them by providing these incompetent platforms. So all they have to do is enter the details again with some address and all, and again they are using random addresses. So there are no checks and balances here. Once you enter these details, it will even ask you like your position, your company name, and you can choose any. So again, the scammer is doing the same thing. I got these details from banks only, that one of the application, he said that he's a manager at Tata Motors. So I'm entering those details, like similar details, Tata Motors manager, random email ID of Tata Motors, so that it does not land into actual inbox. This is all the person has to fill. So there has been only one authentication, that is from phone OTP. So any phone anyone can use, and if they have that PAN card of yours or PAN details of yours, they can abuse it. Now if I click on check best cards, it might show me some cards or it might not. Because I have a history, my PAN has a history with HDFC, it did not show me any cards. That's okay, that's totally fine. I did not apply for any card. I wanted to check my eligibility. That's okay. But now what happens next is they fetch my report immediately, and that puts an inquiry in my CIBIL. So no authentication besides OTP verification, and they will report this to your CIBIL. Now if you reach out to them, if you are a victim of KYC impersonation, you explain them that you are a person who is a victim of KYC impersonation and somebody is using your PAN number to basically apply for various loans and cards including yours. So please check this and rectify this. They will just do some, I don't know, they don't even do anything, and they will respond you after some time that it's a genuine inquiry and we are not going to rectify it. That's how they are acting. You've seen what happened, and you have seen that the CIBIL alert I've got on this number instead of the number which I've registered with CIBIL.com. I have a paid subscription with CIBIL.com, so there's a huge problem with CIBIL also, that they send this information that the CIBIL report is fetched to the person, to the number which was used for this application. so so again, like fraudster, so I'll explain you what is happening with me. So the fraudster is using his number and my PAN number, his phone number, my PAN number, getting the authentication through phone number notification, OTP verification, no video KYC, no proof of KYC or CDD, like there's no process of identification here. But they are sure that you have applied for it, and they are so sure that they made RBI to believe it. And I don't know how RBI believed it. I don't think RBI checks these things, and we people need to highlight these issues with RBI, and I've done that today morning. Let's see what happens, what response I get. But this is something that I got on that phone number, which is not linked to this PAN number or Aadhaar card which is connected with this PAN number. Now next, I also got alert on my email and also on my CIBIL report. So now if I reach out to them, they will say no, you have applied for it, even though that number does not belong to me. Weird. So this, I just wanted to show you the incompetency and the failure of HDFC at verifying the person or identifying a person and damaging people's CIBIL, and basically helping fraudster and all the scammers to exploit people's PAN cards and apply for cards. There will be instances where they will show up some cards, the person can apply for it, they will get digital cards issued immediately, and then what will happen, they will use the card, they will spend it, and then the person will have to bear it. Then this HDFC bank will, if you reach out to them, they will say no, that was a genuine inquiry, we have shipped it to you, you will have to pay. If you reach out to RBI, they will again present these facts that it was OTP verified and so we can't remove it, and that person has to pay this, and then RBI will close your application under non-appealable sections, so you won't be able to appeal it. And if you ask them, they will say reach out to courts. So share it as much as you can so that people know about it and complain to HDFC. And if you have some enemy, you can basically take HDFC's help to abuse their PAN. HDFC is helping you, they are enabling you to abuse anyone's PAN. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.